Have you ever wondered, how long should I stay at this company before moving on to the next company? That's today's topic. Welcome to Ask the Resume Lady, Engineering Edition, your channel for career advice on resumes, interviews, negotiations, and more. Hi, I'm Diane, and I'm an engineering professional with over 20 years experience in industry. And during that time, I enjoyed mentoring people and helping them to build their confidence and help them grow in their career by sharing my advice. And so I'm very excited to be sharing my advice with you here today. But before we move on, if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon so that you get notified each time that I post a new video. All right, let's get on to today's topic. In today's video, I want to talk about how long you should stay at an employer. The other day I was asked the question, how long should I stay? I'm thinking of staying someplace like 3 to 5 years, moving on, stay there for a couple years, moving on. Is this a good career move? And I said, this is a great question, and this was something I was mentored on many moons ago. My mentor told me from the beginning, he's like, Diane, don't stay here. This is a very good company as a stepping stone. Come in, learn as much as you can for 3-4 years, and then think about moving on to the next stage. And I said, well, why? What's the benefit of that? This is a great company. It's a large company. Everybody knows this company. It was a large aerospace company. And he said, well, it has to do with building your financial career. He said, think about it. You came in at X amount of dollars in your salary. Each year, on average, you're going to get about a 3% raise. Okay, add that up. He said, but if you stay here 10, 20 years, you're going to have a certain amount of raises at that 3% increase. But when you jump from one company to the next, you could bet that you're probably going to get about a 10% or more increase. So once you jump to the next one, you're actually going to advance your salary more than if you were to stay here. So then you stay there, you gain more knowledge at a different level, 3 to 5 years, and then when you jump, get another 10 or plus percent increase. So if you look out over time, you will have a higher salary for the same amount of years of work if you jump to different jobs versus staying in one in a steady pattern. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about it that way. Because when I was growing up, my dad worked for one company 30 years, and so that's what I always saw as what you're supposed to do. Stay steady, be loyal to a company, and they'll take care of you. But that's not necessarily the situation anymore. So the downside of changing jobs frequently is the term frequently. How is too frequent? Now, if you're changing jobs every 6 months or even a year, that's a flag, a red flag to the next hiring manager. It's like, you're not staying more than a year. Is it that this person has unrealistic expectations? Were they not a good performer and they were actually kind of pushed out? What's the situation there? So you don't want to move that frequently. But 2.5 years, 3 years, I think that's pretty acceptable. 3 to 5 is comfortable, even up to 7 or 8. When you get to 10, I was actually at a previous job where somebody came in to interview, and they had been at their previous job for 10 years, and the group that I was sitting in when we were doing the interviews, they made the comment of, oh my gosh, what's wrong with this guy? He's been at that job for 10 years. I thought that was very interesting that they took the perspective of, wow, he hasn't moved on, he stayed there too long. So I shared that with you so that you could see maybe different people's perspective on what is too frequent, too long of a stay. You have to make that decision. There's good and bad, but I think a 3 to 5 year move from career to career is super beneficial, especially on the financial side. And every time you move, there's the opportunity to get into a different type of position where you can learn a whole bunch more, which is going to make you even more valuable. I hope you found value in today's video. Now it's your turn. Take this information and use it in your situation. If you have additional questions or you need additional resources, I do have information down below in the description box, so check that out. I'd love to hear how you're able to use this in your life, so please, in the comment section below, drop us a note and let us know how it's helped you. All right, until next time, think confident, act confident, be confident.